it looks like a big creative shift, but actually what I would call it is me finding what it was I sought in the music that I make. So like everything I did before that was preparing me for that. And all those things I threw away that were terrible, that, never saw the light of day, were me trying things. Like Thomas Edison, right? Invented 400 some ways not to make a light bulb. That was like what I was doing with my music up until about 2007. I was finding all the ways that I really don't want to compose. And I think composing is all about trying things, like I learn by doing, and I learn most by making mistakes. So, I have a lot of pieces that failed. And what I mean by failed is they never got performed. They never got a second performance. I couldn't stand them when I heard them, and those were all just narrowing my path to the point where I couldn't miss where I was going and wanted to go with the music, A turning point for me was the Cactus piece. And I had heard Nathan Davis at the Aspen Music Festival play Child of Tree by John Cage. And the sound of the Cactus just captivated me. And I'm like, I have to do something with that. And I was literally trying to write notes and rhythms for the Cactus. And I got like half a bar into that after hours of just wondering how this was going to work. And I realized that how absurd what I was trying to do was. I was trying to put this instrument that cannot be codified into this notation system that's limiting in ways that doesn't allow this instrument to express anything that this instrument is really good at expressing. That's when I threw notation away and I just did like a graphic text score. I said, well, this has to be an improvisational piece. That was the whole point of Cage doing it. He didn't do improvisation before that till mid-1970s. And what allowed him to do improvisation was to do it with instruments that cannot be learned. A conch shell filled with water. That instrument can't be learned, therefore the ego of the composer can't get in the way of the process. It's literally about exploring the instrument. The further I go into this, the more I have to let go of, what I was trained music is, what I was trained about how music works, how composition works. I had to let go a lot of that stuff. And now what I understand about myself and who I am is that I am an improviser to the core of my being. Every day of my life is improvised. Every lesson I teach, every composition I write, every performance I make is an improvisation. Life is an improvisation.